Hey folks, it's your boy Kevin from Kevin's Auto Review. Welcome back to my channel. And today's video, I'm here to present you the brand new Mercedes S-Class 2027. This one is the S500, which is, I believe, is the base trim. So if you want more features, you can go to the S580, which bring a V8 engine, or you can go to Maybach, or I believe S663, if I'm not mistaken. I will double check that for you. But with this S500, you're still gonna get a lot of technology, a lot of good materials inside the cabin of this baby right there. So you guys already seen a quick tour on the outside that I already did, which by that time I didn't have the key with me. Unfortunately, they're gonna give me the key, but like I said, I was gonna search as dealerships that gonna let me the key and show you guys this beautiful brand new Mercedes S-Class 2027 that is available for you in the dealerships. I'm gonna show you the lights in a second, because this refresh, I would say it's one of the things that it get redesigned for, is with this headlights. Not technically the headlights. The headlights has been refreshed as well, but it's also this daytime running lights that is also refreshed with this 3-pointed star, like daytime running lights and turn signal, which looks so amazing, makes this vehicle really stand out, with no problem. And also we're gonna get this grill that's sort of like, get a refresh again, because with that 3-pointed star light, and I believe even the badge are gonna be illuminated as the grill as well. So this is the 2025 model year right here. As you guys can see, the difference. I'm just gonna do a little bit of comparison here, since this one is right here. So yeah, on this 2025, you're not gonna get the illumination of the grill, but in this one you actually get it, which is, I cannot wait to see this one at nighttime. But later on, I'm gonna try to turn on the light so I can show you how this baby light up inside the showroom. So right off the bat, like I said, the 3-pointed star daytime running lights looks awesome. And down here, the middle here, we got this functionality, which is cool, and we got a forward-facing camera. These cars, believe it or not, this thing has a lot of cameras, and you cannot mistake this vehicle for any other vehicle but a Mercedes, or a Mercedes S-Class, But I would say right off the bat, if this vehicle coming at you like from far at nighttime, you automatically gonna know this it's a Mercedes, because with this daytime running lights and the headlights, man. And the headlights has a special functionality, which I'm going to tell you later on. But man, this vehicle really stand out. And down here, we're going to get functionality as well, which, this one is like more open. I don't know, I'm not sure if is it really like, the refresh that this one received. But this one is the 580. This one is the 500. So basically, I would say because of the V8 engine, this one actually gonna need more opening, versus this one is just like, not as open as this one right there. So now let's go ahead and check to the side here. So basically the rims is gonna be 20-inch wheels, and it's a good looking rims even for the base. And we got this nice Brembo calipers that looks so freaking cool. And if you're wondering about the size of the tire, so let me check it out for you. I see it earlier. So it's 255 on the width, 40 series sidewall, 20-inch wheels, like I said. And yes, this freaking rims looks amazing, even though it's the base rim. And we're gonna get these cameras on the side here, because this car, it can like help you drive, or like drive assist. It's not gonna be fully like a freaking Tesla, drive itself like a freaking Tesla, but at least you're gonna get nice driving assist. And as you guys can see, the doors are locked right now, so that's why this door handle is flush in. So if I unlock it, it's gonna pop right open, which is so freaking cool. But the side profile, what am I saying? The side profile, looks really amazing if you ask me, because it's Mercedes full-size sedan. It's the flagship sedan, so basically, like, it needs to be big. And I believe the rear wheels can actually turn as well, so you can have better maneuver with this brand new Mercedes S-Class. Now let's check out the rear. So this is where to put gas in your Mercedes S-Class. Down here, we're gonna get this nice, beautiful tail lights, which is with this three-pointed start, tail lights like the front, which is so freaking cool, because they did that in the E-Class first, and yeah, this thing looks awesome. But the E-Class, you're gonna have two, but this one actually has three, which is, you can get the 4MATIC for all-wheel drive, and the Mercedes badge, and the S500 badge down up here on the left side. Down here, we're gonna get some chrome. I'm not a fan of chrome, but we're gonna get this finishing exhaust. They're actually functional, which is cool, and this rear diffuser, that's also looks cool as well. But now, let's check out the engine and see how this engine kind of power. This engine is literally not the biggest engine. You can't even get a V12, if you can believe that, with the Maybach. But with this S500, you're gonna get a 48-volt mild hybrid that produces that with an inline 6 turbo engine that produces 442 horsepower, 443 pound-feet of torque. Now, 0 to 60, this tank can do 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds on paper. And top speed should be around 130 miles per hour. So that is pretty quick, okay? 4.3 seconds, that is pretty quick. And you can get the V8 with the 580, and if you step it up, you can get the V12. All right, guys, now let's check out the lighting, and then I'm gonna show you the freaking price tag, and so I can show you the beautiful. Right, so it looks like I cannot turn them on while the vehicle is not on, so technically you guys are gonna have to wait until I can have this vehicle outside, because I cannot turn it on in the showroom. So this is the daytime running lights with this three-pointed star logo. It's so freaking cool. And we got illumination and on the grill right there. And this is the LED turn signal. Okay, that is so freaking cool. And you got turn signal on the mirror as well. And you also got the three-pointed star tail light turn signal as well. And this is how they look like without the turn signal. All right, guys. So now let's check out the price tag, and so we can check the interior. All right, guys. Now let's check out the price tag and see what we're working with. See what kind of money we're paying for this bad boy. So the way this one is optioned, you're looking at $121,000. Yes, I know. It's a lot of money, but this is a lot of vehicle right there, you know. Wait until I show you the interior to see how this bad boy has a lot of features, a lot of tech. Boy, oh boy, man, you're gonna be blown away. If you're wondering about MPGs, you're looking at 23 combined, 20 on the city, 28 on the highway. All right, now let's check out the interior of this beautiful Mercedes S-Class 2027. Let's do it. All right, are you guys ready? Let's check it out. Man, this thing, whew, like I said, guys, it's gonna blow your mind. So guys, this is the door opener right here. So the way this Mercedes is squeezing right now, probably won't be able to show you much, but I'm gonna do my best. So as you guys can already see, this is the beautiful ambient lighting. You know, Mercedes, you know, always has beautiful ambient lighting. That's no news. So basically, you're gonna control your seats. Your seat control is gonna be on the door opener. Then this is how to control your windows. You know, it can power fold in the mirror. The speaker looks absolutely amazing, and you even have ambient lighting and the freaking climate vent, which is really cool. So now let's climb inside, and before I do so, I want to show you the Mercedes Benz Illuminate on the floor right there. Yeah, the ambient lighting, guys, looks so freaking cool. And now we shut the door. We cannot start it, so I'm just gonna turn on the accessory, and so I can show you the beautiful interior of your Mercedes S-Class 2027. So you got a different interior, you know. This is what the refresh is about. Different interior, front lift, and yeah, guys, beautiful steering wheel, which looks so freaking cool. All right, you can control the screen by slide your finger on this bad boy. So you press OK, go back, and now you can do whatever you want with your Mercedes, which is really cool. So I'm gonna turn that off, put the volume down, because I don't want to copyright. Yeah, guys, so this is the interior of your beautiful Mercedes S-Class. You gotta come here in Burlington to purchase this bad boy, because I don't think this thing is gonna stay long, because yes, $121,000 is a lot of money, but also it's a lot of vehicle for folks that has money, has a good career. You know, they're gonna wanna come in and get this bad boy right off the bat, because this car is no joke. And I'm gonna show you some features in this interior, and like I said, guys, you're gonna be blown away with this beautiful Mercedes S-Class. So like I said, you're gonna get a flat bottom, okay? I'm not gonna get a flat top, you know. I like the way it is. You know, I don't mind flat bottom. Looks sporty enough. And this is not a sporty vehicle, but you still get a flat bottom. Thank you, Mercedes, for doing that. And I forgot to mention, you get a memory seats on the freaking door panel right here. And the ambient lighting go all the way from the dash to the passenger door, and you even get it in the back as well. And you get a sunshade in the back, which I'm going to tell you more about that when I get to the back here. And one thing for certain I'm going to get with this S-Class is pillow on the headrest, which is so freaking cool. We're gonna talk about that when we get to the back. All right, and we're also gonna have two wireless charging. This is where to turn your hazard light. And we're gonna get this beautiful ambient lighting in your cup holders. We get two connectivity by in here. Like I said, we have two wireless charging, and we press this bad boy, boom, bombs away, and you get two connectivity in here, which is cool. Close that up, and yeah, guys. So we got a lot of storage, and this bad boy, and the door pocket. I forget to show you guys. Yeah, it's deep enough. Yeah, very deep. And the steering wheel. One thing I forget to mention, this is what's gonna control if you want to go manually with your 9-speed automatic. Yes, I forgot to mention that this vehicle has a 9-speed automatic, which is cool. And we also have a camera, which I'm gonna talk about when we get to the infotainment system. And this car has a lot of screens compared to the last model year. We got one screen here, one screen here, one screen here. So the size of this one, I believe, is 12.3 inches. This one is 14.4 inches, and this one is 12.3 inches as well as this bad boy right here. So now let's go to the infotainment system and see what we're working with here. All right, so with this brand new Mercedes S-Class, like I said, with this refresh, you're gonna have this beautiful 14 inches, infotainment system. And so if we go to home here, all right, and what I'm gonna do, I said I was gonna talk about the camera, which I'm gonna do right now. Boom, 8 degree. So as you guys can see, you can see, this Mercedes in front of me, this gray Mercedes, and these two ladies in front of me right now. But let's say if I want to take a selfie, I know you girls love to take selfies, so I can switch it right there, and voila, she's the handsome man, Kervin Ferdinand. Yeah, can take a selfie. Hey, bow. See, so you can't do that in your like, I don't know, Cadillac. I don't think Cadillac has full size sedan right now, but there's a lot of other brands that don't offer you this nice luxury brand that don't offer these nice features, and I'm glad that Mercedes offers. So that's why its first competitor, which is the 7 Series, I think I might pick this one, or maybe the interior, over the 7 Series. But I cannot wait to check the 7 Series as well. But this one, with this tech, I think anybody, if you have a girlfriend, if you purchase this car, she's gonna love it. Okay, so now let's go back. So this car has a lot of features. I'm not gonna be able to show you everything on this car, and this video it's gonna be too long already. So okay, so if you wanna go back, okay, so what I'm gonna show you next, let's go back to home. So you see the way it is right now, you can just swipe your finger and change the theme, the background, and change the ambient lighting, which is so freaking cool. See, you can have different colors however you like, which is so freaking amazing. How cool is that, guys? And you can do the same thing in the passenger screen. So if your husband, your boyfriend is driving, you can take selfies, and your freaking husband or boyfriend Mercedes S-Class with no problem. So there's a lot of other features I'm going to show you about this vehicle, but this one is the first full tour. So now we got to head to the back and see what we're working with. But before I do so, I'm not gonna go without checking this ambient lighting style. So it's technically the same, I would say, but like I showed you earlier, so I guess I have a lot to learn on this vehicle. Okay, I got a lot to learn. I'm sure this one has a lot more colors, to choose, but since this one is the first walk around, I believe in my next video, when this vehicle is outside, I can show you a lot more in at nighttime. All right, so yeah, you can even talk to this Mercedes and ask it whatever you want. I'm gonna show you that in my other video. I don't have time right now. I gotta go to work. So basically, in my future video about this Mercedes S-Class, I will show you a lot more. So now let's head to the back and see what we're working with. I decided to go to the passenger side instead of the driver's side. Okay, so on the back here, we're gonna get the good same materials as you did in the front, and nice door pocket, which is really cool. So in this Mercedes S-Class, let me shut my door. The door has a nice solid sound. And now let's climb over to the freaking driver's side so I can show you the amount of space that I have. Okay, so this is the sit position where I sit in the front, and I can say that I'm 6'5", and I have a lot of space back here. It's a full size sedan, as it should. And you can option this vehicle with the executive package, which you're gonna get, a lot of stuff. You're even gonna get screen back here, that's gonna be really cool. So you're gonna have control, like remote control for the screens and stuff. So again, and you're also gonna have pillows, for the headrest, so you can get chauffeured around in your Mercedes S-Class, which is really cool. But this one, it doesn't have that, and you can put your pen here, small items in here. And if you want a cup holder, and just press it again, and boom, voila. And you can put extra things in here as well, which is cool. The seats are nice and comfy, and you got a big moonroof. Got the AC vent down here, and you also let me get that out of the way. If you open this up, you can get 2 USB-C back there, which is cool. And now we're gonna show you the back and see what will work out. I forget to show you. This is the front from the back. See how cool this looks. This is a beautiful interior, guys. This is no joke. If you buy this vehicle, that's a money well spent. I don't care what anybody says. Check out the trunk space. So how to open this up is press this button with the key fob. It's a beautiful key fob. Press this button twice. Well, it doesn't want to do it on camera. Oh, I guess I have to hold it. So I give you guys misinformation. You just have to press it twice, and it will open right up. So you got a lot of space back here. You can put extra items on the side here. So let's see what we got. No spare, so you get extra storage instead. And so if you get the executive package, you're gonna to put a freezer back here, so you can put your drinks, which is gonna be extremely cool. But other than that, you get extra lighting up here from both sides. Now if you want to close it or you want to lock it, before you do so, just press this button right here, Press this button and drop it down like it's hot. That's very quick though. All right, guys, it was a pleasure for me to bring you guys this brand new Mercedes S-Class 2027, which is so beautiful. Better than this 2025 model year, that's for sure, in my opinion. Looks better with this 3-pointed starred daytime running lights and this beautiful grille that's gonna be illuminated at night as well, which I cannot wait to see at nighttime. So let me know what y'all think about this beautiful S-Class. You got, 3 screens. I know some of you don't like screens, too many screens on vehicle, but I do. And let me know what you guys feel about that, because these screens, you can do a lot of things with them. You can take selfies, and this vehicle has a lot of cameras. So this vehicle is well equipped, even though it's the base trim. So let me know in the comment section down below, would you buy this over a 7 Series, or are you gonna trade your S-Class 2025, 2023, or even the 2026 because of this heavy refresh? Let me know in the comment. So guys, if you like what I'm doing, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button, share the video with your friends, with your family, and just like always, guys, stay safe out there.